summer of 1946, he served a 6-month pastoral supply appointment of 6 Methodist churches over in Etowah, before attending seminary at Yale and before spending the next over 50 years as a seminary professor. War and memory. These are pieces of Uncle Dave's recollections, which he set down in the year 2000. On Sunday mornings on the ship, the call would come over the PA system. Now hear this. Divine services will be held on the forecastle. The smoking lamp is out throughout the ship. That meant no one smoked on board during church. Many men who were off duty would attend the services. The closer we were to a war zone, the better the attendance. Once the captain decided that we should not shift into dress uniforms for the services. And I think that tended to cut down on the attendance. Because for churchgoers, the whole routine of bathing and dressing is an important part of the worship experience. Somehow we'd obtained a small folding organ with 2 pedals to pump. And I seemed to be the only one on board who had ever touched a keyboard before. So I played for the hymns. Usually when we were in port, it would lie still. But sometimes when we were underway, we'd be rolling around and the organ would slide. So I rigged a way of securing the organ to a stanchion and then lashing my chair to the organ. Usually that did the trick. But more than once, it and I would slide a quarter of the way around the stanchion, right in the midst of Eternal Father, strong to save. Now hear us as we cry to thee for those in peril on the sea. Nowadays, I can't sing that song through without getting croaky and tearing up. Think about the German submarines we destroyed. Think about the Russian submariners lost this week on the Kursk. Tired of war and killing. I think by early 1944, the tide of the anti-submarine warfare in the North Atlantic had begun to turn to our advantage. And instead of defending our convoys against attacks from German submarines, we went on the offense, deliberately seeking them out. It's reported that our anti-submarine division is responsible for the sinking of 7 submarines, I believe. The one I remember most is a sub that we had been attacking for more than 24 hours. All 6 of our ships were present more or less in a circle around where we thought it was. About midnight, the sub surfaced. It began signaling to us with its blinker light in English, "Save our crew." We were ordered to train our huge 24-inch searchlights on the sub, and we could see the men coming over the side of the sub. Those searchlights were so brilliant that when we trained them on the men in the water, we could see their whole bodies, and they looked like spiders weaving in a web. Well, we maneuvered over alongside of them, and we threw the cargo net over the side of our ship for them to climb up on, but after about 10 minutes in the icy cold sea waters, they could barely move. So some of our sailors climbed down the cargo net to try to pull them up so that others on board could grab hold of them. Well, we got them up on the deck and put them in the showers and turned the hot water on. They were wearing these coveralls that were zipped all the way up to their necks, and we were having a hard time getting them unzipped. Loeffler, the big bosun's mate, he always had a hunting knife on his hip. Well, he came after one of those Germans, grabbed him by the throat, took that knife, and sliced those coveralls all the way down so that we could get him out and into the showers. Well, when that German saw that big knife coming straight for his throat, he just passed out, because he was about to do anything. We had them on board the ship for 2 or 3 days, and they thawed out just fine. I much German on it, because we were all trying to find out as much as we could about their ship, but they had been well trained. All they would tell us was their name and serial number, wouldn't even give us the name and number of their sub. Well, we transferred them over to our aircraft carrier because we didn't have room for them on our ship. Later on, I can remember looking over and seeing the entire German crew on the airplane elevator of that aircraft carrier, all lined up doing their exercises. I'm happy to report that among us, we were able to pick up the entire crew without losing a single man. I think the most terrified I was during the whole war happened when I least expected it. The starboard screw on the ship was making a groaning sound with every revolution of the shaft. It would go whoa, 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 and we were just sure that any vessel within miles of us could pick us up on their sonar equipment, so it was dangerous to us. Well, one time we were lying to for a while, just stopped dead in the water. So I decided I was going to go over the railing down on the framework where I could look down and check out the screw and the shaft and the strut to see if something were caught in that. Well, when I got down over the railing on the framework, not only could I look down and see the screw and the shaft and the strut bearing, but I could see down, down, down into the ocean, into water that was so clear that I had the sensation of hanging out of a blimp and looking down for thousands of feet. Suddenly, my gut realized this is a three-dimensional reality here. I or we could go down, down, down forever into those depths. I just froze. I didn't call for help to get back over the railing. As far as I can recall, I just hung on until I felt I could make it. Looking back, all I could say was that nothing had happened. But I had been terrified. I think it's because after a while, the ocean can seem to be just a big, flat plain. And you can forget that there are depths underneath you. I was reminded that day